Dear brother and sister, if you are sometimes confused and you don't know what to do in your own life, and you come to God and you pray, and sometimes you don't get an answer, doesn't necessarily mean that you should not go with your intuition or go after the things that make you happy or make you fulfilled in your life. God gives us talents, and He's the one who gives us these talents because He knows that we need to be provided for and to provide for our families. So whatever God gives you is a gift, and you can use this gift for your life. It is good to always go to God and ask Him that His will be done in our lives. And it's good to seek for His signs and for Him to give us maybe dreams, a revelation, or speak to us through other people. But at the same time, you shouldn't be paralyzed if you don't always hear from Him on certain decisions. The Apostle Paul sometimes purposed to do some things or to go some places. He didn't always know whether he would go to these places, but it was in his plans. And if God didn't want him to go someplace, the Holy Spirit would prevent Paul from going there. And this is what happened with him. And at one point, there was a sign, a dream from God, from a certain man in Macedonia that told him to come and visit them. And that changed the plans of Paul. And I am giving this example to tell you that today you might think that you cannot move unless God gives you a sign, but you can move according to the talents that God has given you. You can trust that God Himself will close doors and open the one that you need to take. This is how God directs the footsteps of His own, of His people. I used to be confused like that because I wouldn't move unless God told me. But with time I realized that God had His hand in my life regardless. And with time I would look back and understand that He doesn't work the way that we expect. He's much more patient, and He works throughout our lives. And these lives can be sometimes it can be a long road, this life. So you don't need to get confused. Trust that God has you, and He will tell you what you need to do. And He works out the best for you according to His own wisdom. I'm not saying that you shouldn't seek to know His will, but as long as you have your own connection with Jesus and you love Him, as long as you truly want the will of God to be done in your life, God sees your heart, and then you can trust that He will tell you whether what you're doing is good, according to His will, or not. This is the beautiful relationship that we have with God. This is the Father that we have. I hope that this maybe clears out some things in your life, because I went through it and I know how confusing it can be when we are not sure whether we're doing the will of God or not. Now, if there's something that you desire that goes against the will of God, He will make it known to you. Also, you can count that the Holy Scriptures will help you set some boundaries on the things that you shouldn't go after. The Holy Spirit in you also will convict you and will help you redirect your ways if you are not doing the will of God. I pray that this message maybe helps you today, and may God bless you.